Thank you for listening to our brief YouTube video on 5 common homophones and how to use them correctly. First, you should know what a homophone is. A homophone is any word that sounds the same as another word, but that has a different meaning. The 5 common homophones that you see in college level writing most often are affect versus effect, its versus its, than versus then, your versus your, and accept versus accept. We're going to talk about each. First, affect versus effect. Sometimes they're pronounced the same, especially in the Midwest as affect. But affect is used as a verb to indicate influence. So, for example, the bad weather did not affect her good mood. Effect is used most often as a noun. So, for example, the trees suffered the effects of the bad weather. In some cases, effect can also be used as a verb to show something is brought about. So, for example, he affected a change in the bad attitudes of his viewers by showing sunshine was coming. But this version is rarely used. Its versus its. Its with an apostrophe is used as a contraction to show something is. It is. For example, it's going to be a weird weather day could also be written, it is going to be a weird weather day. Its without an apostrophe, on the other hand, is used as a noun showing possession. Its weather patterns are shifting constantly. What's tricky about this is usually we use apostrophe s to show possession in English. It's without the apostrophe is one of those rare occasions that shows possession without using the apostrophe s. Then versus then. Then is used to show comparison between two concepts. This weather is less awful than last year's. Then with the E, often again pronounced the same in Midwestern English, is used to show the passage of time or when something is happening. So, for example, back then, we didn't have any idea how high the snow would get. Your versus your. Your apostrophe RE is used to show the contraction of you are. So, for example, you're not worried about a little bit of flurries, are you? Your without the E and apostrophe is used to show possession. Well, don't forget your hat and gloves. And accept versus accept. Accept is a verb showing something was received or consented to. So, for example, we accepted the bad weather for the time being and stayed home. Accept is a preposition showing something is excluded. For example, we could stand all the bad weather except the ice. It made everything so slippery. If you'd like more support with homophones, the Writing Center can help in 2 ways. First, we have our Conversation Partners program to practice using these English terms for conversational English skills. And we also have tutors who are more than happy to check over your writing and look for homophones that you may have misused. You should make an appointment today at owl.kenyon.edu. Thanks so much for listening.